Our city has never been more prosperous.
Indeed, our trade flourishes like never before, and our alliances are stronger than ever.
Before fire ever fell from the sky, before judgment shook the earth, before the name Sodom became a warning whispered through generations, there was abundance. If you love beautifully told Bible stories like this, like the video and subscribe. It helps us keep bringing these powerful stories to life. The land around Sodom and Gomorrah was rich and green, fed by the Jordan Valley. Scripture describes it as well-watered, lush, and fruitful. So fertile it reminded many of the garden of the Lord itself. These were not struggling cities. They were prosperous, busy, alive. Markets overflowed with goods. Homes stood strong. Trade routes passed through their gates. From the outside, Sodom and Gomorrah looked like places where life thrived. And perhaps that was the beginning of their fall. Because when people stop worrying about survival, they often stop worrying about righteousness. Slowly, quietly, comfort replaced conscience. At first, the changes were subtle. Small injustices ignored. Harsh words left unchallenged. Cruelty excused as strength. The strong learned they could take what they wanted. The weak learned no one would defend them. Strangers learned they were not welcome. Prosperity bred arrogance. Freedom lost its boundaries. Pleasure became a pursuit without restraint. Sodom's sin cannot be described as one single act. It is a culture, a way of life where evil was not only practiced, but celebrated, where shame had disappeared and righteousness was mocked. What once shocked the heart no longer stirred it. Justice faded. Mercy disappeared. Humility vanished. And when anyone dared to live differently, they were laughed at or threatened. Lot, Abraham's nephew, chose to live there. At first, he may have believed he could remain unchanged, untouched by the city's ways, but environment shaped people slowly. Over time, what disturbed him became familiar. What once alarmed him became normal. This is how Sodom truly fell, not just by fire, but by compromise. Repeated until the heart grew numb. Though the cities looked peaceful on the surface, something unseen was happening. A cry rose from the land, not a sound carried by wind, but a weight carried to heaven. A cry of injustice, of violence, of people crushed without help, of evil practiced openly, without fear or remorse. God heard it, and when the cry became too heavy to ignore, God revealed his intention, not with anger, but with sorrow. Judgment was coming, but even then, mercy spoke first. Far from Sodom, Abraham stood before God. When God spoke of the cities, Abraham did not respond with relief or indifference. He responded with compassion. He asked a daring question. Will you destroy the righteous with the wicked? And then he pleaded, what if there are 50 righteous? What if there are 45, 40, 30, 20? Finally, Abraham's voice softened as he asked, what if there are 10? 10 people, 10 hearts that still loved what was right. God agreed. If 10 righteous people were found, the cities would be spared. Heaven paused. The fate of thousands rested on 10. As evening fell, 2 angels entered Sodom quietly, appearing as ordinary travelers. No thunder announced them. No fire marked their arrival. Only one man noticed them. Lot. He met them at the city gate and urgently insisted they stay in his home. His insistence revealed what he already knew. Sodom was not safe after dark. That night confirmed it. As darkness settled, men from every part of the city surrounded Lot's house, young and old alike, united not by curiosity, but by corruption. They demanded the strangers, not for hospitality, not for protection, but for evil. Warnings meant nothing. Reason meant nothing. Shame was gone. The angels revealed their power, striking the crowd with confusion and blindness. Yet even then they clawed at the door, unable and unwilling to turn away. This was the moment heaven saw clearly. There were not 10. Inside the house, urgency filled the air. The angels spoke plainly, "Take your family and leave, tonight." Not later, not after sunrise, now. The city's time had run out. Lot rushed to warn his sons-in-law, but they laughed. Judgment sounded ridiculous to people who had never faced consequences. Sodom had stood for generations. Why would it fall now? They stayed. As dawn approached, Lot hesitated. Leaving meant abandoning everything familiar. Wealth, home, identity.
Welcome, young one.
Sometimes danger feels unreal,
Thank you.
even when it is moments away.
Perfect.
So mercy intervened. The angels seized Lot, his wife, and his daughters and pulled them out of the city by force. Mercy dragged them towards safety. One command echoed behind them as they fled: "Do not look back." The sky darkened unnaturally. Then it happened. Fire and sulfur rained down from heaven. Streets collapsed, homes dissolved. The proud cities vanished in moments. Sodom and Gomorrah were erased. Not because God was cruel, but because evil had been allowed to consume everything within them. Smoke rose like a furnace, and in the case, one heart wavered. Lot's wife looked back. One last glance at the life she loved, the city she could not release, the past she refused to let go. In that moment, she became a pillar of salt, a silent warning standing where desire met disobedience. Lot and his daughters reached the mountains, shaken survivors of a mercy they barely escaped with. Behind them, nothing remained but smoke. Abraham rose early the next morning and looked toward the valley. Thick smoke rose from the land like smoke from a great furnace.
I give you
The
praise,
cities
O
were
Lord,
gone,
even after
but the story was not over. Sodom and Gomorrah were not destroyed without warning. God listened. God waited. God allowed intercession. God provided a way out. Judgment came only after mercy was rejected. This story is not just about ancient cities. It is about patterns that repeat, about societies that grow comfortable with injustice, about hearts that grow numb to truth, about warnings laughed away, about opportunities for escape delayed too long. And yet, even here, hope shines. God was willing to spare thousands for 10. God pulled a hesitant family to safety. God warned before he judged. The story of Sodom and Gomorrah is not meant only to frighten us. It is meant to awaken us, because the fire did not fall without warning, and mercy always speaks before judgment. When the moment comes, will we listen? Like and subscribe for more animated Bible stories.